Hey guys, Namaste Sky Goddess. I want to talk about some more about the energies that are going to be abounding for the year 2022, the year of the tiger. Um, I'm gonna say it's the year of it's gonna the dominating frequencies for next year. I'm just gonna wrap everything up under humanitarianism, spirituality, and ascension. Okay, so yeah, so pretty much I'm gonna say 2022 is gonna be the year of the humanitarian, um the spiritualist, uh pretty much this whole 12-year cycle, but specifically next year. And let me make a note right here. I don't really premeditate the things that I want to say. I just like to do things impromptu. So let me just see something here. That's that. Like for me, I would be more suitable for like a talk show or something like that. I like to just, also very very good, at yeah, impromptu conversations, like impromptu questions, you know stuff like that. Like, I'm a Virgo, but sometimes I suck at planning. I think it's the Aquarius nature that I possess, because I'm a Virgo trine, but I'm also Aquarius trine, so it's like, eh, the frequencies, they support each other in certain aspects, but they are in conflict with each other on certain other things. Okay, because like an Aquarian likes to just do things impromptu. So I think, I don't know which one is a more dominating factor in my life, to be honest, because sometimes I'm such an Aquarian, so weird, aloof, and super eccentric and chaotic. Helter skelter. And then another moment, I am super organized, a very excellent planner, very good analyst. So it just really depends on when you see me in action. Right now, I am super chaotic, helter skelter kind of frequency. So, okay, and you can tell the days when I'm, in that Aquarian frequency. I'd be like, whatever. I'm gonna just like start this video and, not preparing any notes or whatever. Not that I ever really do. But, you can tell whenever, whatever it is that I'm about to dispense was kind of, I kind of prepped for that. Now, for this, it's just, there's no preparation. I'm just gonna be like reading the aspects, and based on what I know these energies they mean, I'm gonna be like, merging them together, and you got your answer. It's like an equation. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Okay, what's Gemini and Virgo? Okay, both are, mercurial, by, might I add, ruled by Mercury. Okay, so specifically, okay, I was supposed to make that note. The year of the humanitarian. Where am I gonna write that? Because I just cannot write that right there. You know what came to mind though? Like, if you are interested in me, um, and getting an interview from me or something like that, or if you you have your own platform, or you got your own show or whatever, and you want me to, just like pop in like for a feature or a live, just to get my thing out there, but to also, for collaboration's sake, I am available for that. My contact is below as per use. Okay, so I said like 2022, and what do I got here? Okay, 2025, is that it? No. Oh yeah, because that's 23, 24. Okay, so that would be 2025, and then we got 6, 7, 28. Okay. Okay, so I see what's going on here. And then third. Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, so 2022. Okay, in 2025. Okay, in 2028. And then we got 2031, the mutable years. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we got mutable signs, cardinal signs, and fixed signs. Okay, but next year is going to be a mutable year, being ruled by the mutable frequencies Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. But next year we've got Gemini and Virgo, mutable signs, taking the center stage. Those energies are going to be the prime focus of next year. But do not, think that the other mutable frequencies won't be dominating it as well. They will. And so it's a very beautiful year for those who's got mutable signs highly aspected in their natal charts. Like I just said, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Okay, so it's gonna be a good year. Let me not just say it's gonna be a good year. Let me not really just say that, because it always depends on karma. Always remember that. It doesn't matter how good the energies are, and belonging to the dominating energy, karma plays a vital role in what you're served for that, period of time. So we got yeah, so like, but the point is, these frequencies, if you got any of these frequencies highly aspected, like I said, I'm a Virgo trine, you are gonna be, the center of attention next year. Okay, and cause like this year is, fixed frequencies dominated, and so we see, or we saw, where the fixed frequencies, they took center stage, or people belonging to those frequencies. Okay, because these frequencies is not just you possessing them in your natal chart, it's also, do you, resonate with them. And I'm gonna get into that, what I mean by resonance right there. So we got Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Those are the fixed frequencies. Okay, so we got melanated people taking center stage. We've got Caucasians taking center stage, because those are frequencies as well, ethnicity. We also got tradition mostly taking center stage, because it's the year of the ox, ruled by Taurus, which rules traditions, norms, values. We see where, specifically this year, more than 2020, traditions have been shifted and changed. A lot of the, the holiday celebrations were, hampered, were, canceled, postponed, because of the pandemic. So, they were hampered. Okay, because of, whatever has to manifest for the energies to actualize, that will happen. Pretty much that's why I say we got free will to an extent, because there's still universal laws, there's still external factors. Okay, so we also got children taking center stage. Okay, we've got humanitarians taking center stage. Okay, whether it's a country or it's a group of people or a particular person. Okay, we've got science and technology taking center stage, especially in regards to the pandemic, wanting to find a cure for C-19 and all of that, the Vaseline, a lot of talk on the Vaseline and so on, even more than last year. This year there was more discussion and concern where science and technology is concerned, a lot of space expeditions and stuff like that. um we've got even stars and celebrities and actors taking center stage, not in the sense of performances and stuff like that, but in regards to what's happening in their lives. Their lives have been very much dampened because of what's taking place, the pandemic and all. Okay, we've got some of them in social media, their lives are being played out in the media, a lot of drama, that too. We've got systems being attacked, government agencies, workplaces, people's work, okay, being strongly changed and affected, people losing their jobs, people walking off of their jobs, okay, families were majorly affected, still are being majorly affected, as we're still in that frequency. The year of the ox is still ongoing, and it's gonna still be happening for the remainder of the 12 year, because it's the arraignment of frequencies. A lot of people have lost family members and more to come, and that's the truth. It don't make, if even if I don't tell you, that doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. Okay, what else do we got? We've got a lot of mistress situations and scenarios, mistresses and stuff like that. If you haven't heard of it, you know that's cool, but it's just what I see in the energies, and it's what I've also seen and heard around me. Also, we've got change to people's possessions that comes with the with your jobs being changed, your prestige being changed. um Truth coming to light in regards to certain people held at high regards, people really respected. People discover that, oh, this person was a pedophile, oh, this person is a rapist, oh damn, and some of these people are notary people, or people were like were thought to be noble people, even celebrities, even stars, a lot of stuff. Yeah, I could go on and on. It's like almost never ending. But just to just touch on what the year of the ox showcased and is still showing. Okay, a lot of drama, a lot this year. If you're honest, you would admit that this year was filled with a lot of helter skelter. Yeah, that's the the phrase, okay, or the term for this year. Helter skelter, hell is this, real helter skelter shit. Which I actually recorded a song on my phone. Okay, it's on my it's the song I've written, like I think last year or year before last. It's on my, it's Queen C, not it's, well, it's Queen Cia Yo. That's my Instagram account. But Queen Cia, okay, Queen CIA YouTube channel. I uploaded it. I've it's like it's been so long that I've wanted to record and upload that song. It's not professionally uploaded, and I do not own the soundtrack to it, but don't listen to it, you might dig it. It's dancehall rock. Yeah, dancehall rock. But and what I was like thinking to myself, yeah, some real Marilyn Manson kind of like vibe. Like, yeah, this year, attack on the family, even by family members themselves. It was just really chaotic. That's why I said helter skelter vibe, kind of, yeah, for this year. But like for next year, like if I had thought about that before, I would have like done an intro, because I did an introduction for the year of the ox last year, but I wasn't like getting that. I didn't. Well, maybe like for 2000 and what is that? 24, is that it? Yeah, 2020. No, let me see. That is that, and then we got that, and then, oh yeah, 2024. So like 2024, I think that's more like, that's gonna be more of the, it's gonna be a fixed year just the same, but it's gonna be more helter skelter vibe. Okay, but for the mutable years, it's the time of the, what did I say, the humanitarian, um the spiritualist, well, not the spiritualist, but spirituality. People are finding their way home, and when I say their way home, it is recognizing, acknowledging that we are spiritual beings having human experiences. And if you don't know, if you can't trust your own intuition, you can't trust anything. And so people got to learn to connect with their higher selves, okay, if they do God, okay, and bond with that higher self, and learn to cope with your shadow self, okay, and do not allow any one of them to be a dominating factor in your life. They are both very much necessary, um, for your greater good. It's the balance, and that's really what inspired me to give the Grey Witch YouTube channel that name. It's like a balance between black and white. Okay, there is a danger in being over righteous, being too good. Okay, a goody two shoe. Okay, because then you find that you give away your privileges, your rights. Yeah, so you gotta find that balance. Hurt no man, let no man hurt you. Okay, and that's where boundaries they come in. So next year, 2022, the year of the tiger. Okay, frequency 6. Okay, that's the sub frequency there. This year of the ox, numero 2, but sub frequency 5. That's Leo frequency. Next year, it's just all mercurial, baby. Gemini, and a Virgo. So we got social media. It's all about communication, but also supporting and helping. Also managing ourselves. Also routines. Also planning, analyzing, and that's where the spirituality comes in. The spiritual movement. Okay, so it's gonna be a what do I want to say, the spiking, a spiking in the spiritual movement. It's gonna be a spike. So I already spoke and I said that a lot of people are gonna be walking away from the church, from religions, okay, and they're gonna be like searching for themselves, because a lot has been surfacing in the media in regards to what the church has been doing, what the church is guilty of. A lot of genocide, a lot of massacres, okay? And people, they trusted the church to be a safe haven. They trusted their pastors, their bishops so much to know what's best for them. And now people are realizing that these people, they don't even know what's best for they themselves, because a lot of these people, they struggle with mental derangement, and there's a frequency for everything, okay. And I've discovered, and I've been saying, like, religion, it puts you at such a low frequency, where in which it makes you think that you are better than other people, or you're holier than thou. And then you stop focusing on yourself, and you start focusing on everybody else. And that's not what you're here for. You're not here to play overseer. You're here to experience being human. And no, that does not include you overseeing other people and their shit and their business. No. Because I said that we all possess, we all got some form of mental illness. And when we lose sight of ourselves and we take our eyes off of ourselves and start focusing on other things, looking to the right or the left or behind, which is the past, we lose touch. We lose control of those mental illnesses, those demons, if you want to call them, which we all got. And then they start to rot and they start to, fester and become mental derangement. Okay? So we got to be really careful. And that's what happens to a lot of these ministers, pastors, bishops, deacons, the whole church clergy. Okay? That's what happens. Okay? The so-called prayer warriors, the prayer band and all of these, they got so much shit going on in their lives, and it's because they don't focus on their lives. Okay, and people are realizing that because all of these people, their shit is being aired in, in the public on social media, all the tomfoolery they've been going on with. Okay, and believe it or not, I'm just not taken aback by any of these, these reports, these news that I'm hearing. Whether word of mouth or via social media. I'm not flabbergasted. I'm not taken aback. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised because this is something I've already, like I said, I shared my own personal experiences rather. A lot of marriages have been destroyed in these churches because they play dictators and they say, oh, you're not befitting of that man, so we're gonna break you up and put him with her because she's way more religious than you. Oh, you're not befitting for that woman. And they do them stuff and they break homes when they're supposed to bring people together, create a form of unity. They don't do that. And I've experienced that. I've spoken about that before. You have a lot of these pastors, they have, horrible children, horrible, terrible, I would call it devilish children, and they want to tell you how to raise your children. And if we should really go by the Bible's standards, they shouldn't even be ministers. Because the Bible says that you got to rule your own house before you can rule a congregation. We don't see that manifesting in society. Take Jamaica for example. I say this all the time, and they come with some stupidity to rationalize their inadequacies. Jamaica has the most churches per square mile. Yes, yet Jamaica is the crime capital of the world. The world, not the Western Hemisphere or the Northern Hemisphere. The world. The world. And it's not about some stuff that they fight about in the Middle East. No offense, okay? My heart goes out to y'all, okay? It's always some trifling shit, some petty shit. That I will talk about in another video. But just take Jamaica for example, and it's a Christian society, so they say. And the truth is, a lot of these men and women and children committing these heinous crimes were brought up in the churches. A lot of them still do attend church. Think about that. So a lot of people have been saying this, I've said this many a times, are going to be moving away from the church, and you're going to see the evidence of this next year, rolling in next year. Okay, I'm gonna say like February, March, going on there, February, March, April, thereabout. Okay, you're gonna see this change. So the world is changing before our eyes, believe it or not. Okay, and it's the time for people to get in tune with themselves, discover those innate gifts and abilities that they possess, And it's all about, you loving yourself and, learning to trust yourself. Because how else are you going to accept your gifts and your abilities if you don't trust yourself, and vice versa? How are you going to learn your gifts and your abilities if you don't trust yourself? Do you trust yourself that you're not actually crazy and you actually can see the future? You actually can hear from spirit. You actually can feel when something's about to happen. Those are gifts. You saw these things in movies. It's not make believe. It's for real. I've been saying art depicts reality. The X-Men, all those Marvel films, superhero films, Superman. To some people, I'm like a Looney Tune. No, I'm not. And soon enough, you're gonna discover that I'm not lying. And you knew all of this when you were a kid, but social conditioning discouraged you and deterred you from that path. The truth, authenticity. Because specifically in these areas of the world where Christianity is so abounding, is so toxic, you have no idea how toxic Christianity is. The false sense thereof, you have no idea how toxic this false twin is. Don't listen to the videos that I uploaded last night. You'll get what I'm trying to say. But that's what your fake twin does. They create that false sense of security and truthfulness. But you got to spot the red flags. You're supposed to give peace. You're supposed to create a sense of authentic security. Is there that? No. You're false. And so Christianity taught, brainwashed, people into thinking that, okay, only the pastors, they got powers. We all got powers. We all do. We all got a seventh house. That's your gifts. The scales of balance. It's balance. We all do. The wicked ones, the good ones. Actually, I remember a video on my Fanny Kusijo, so Instagram, that was like I was talking about my Truth is Stranger Than Fiction readings, which I'm gonna start doing some more of those because I really prefer those because I'm that kind of person. I believe in magic. I've always believed in magic. That's why I'm so aloof. That's why I just don't fit in with this world. That's why I don't like this world. I don't like the loop. I don't like the matrix because it's constantly telling me magic is not real. And I know, I believe it in the deepest of my heart, that in the depths of my heart that is real. How do you think I'm able to read energies? How do you think I'm able to tell you what's about to happen? How do you think that I can read your mind? How do you think all the time? How do you think? Magic is real. And now, like I said in that video that I recently mentioned, the monies are being taken away, the prestige, the reputations, the clout, all of that. Now people are going to have to rely on what's inside. Your gifts and your abilities. Now we're going back to bartering and trading. Barter and trading. Like you learned in school. Oh, you want this service? Okay, let's exchange. I want, some vegetation in exchange for this service. Beautiful. That's a very harmonious, mutualistic way of life. It's a rainy day and I feel super happy. I just love when it rains. I remember when I was a child, I never really liked when it rained. I don't know why, but well, yeah, because I liked it, but I didn't like it. I liked the fact that I could play in the water, go out and get wet in the rain, but I didn't like the fact that I didn't have much liberty to move around outside. Now I'm not so fond of going outside. It just like when it's bleaky, really bleaky, because there's a minimum of people on the streets, because a lot of people, they don't like going outside when it rains, and that's okay for me. I like that. You don't hear a lot of, chattering. Also, I don't know, there's just something I like about the darkness. I like hearing the rain. I like hearing the sound of the water falling from the heavens. It makes a beautiful, peaceful sound. So there's so many reasons why I love the rain now. Because I don't really go outside. Because I don't play like I used to as a child, so it doesn't really bother me. So, okay, I just briefly got distracted because of the noise in the background. I'm sorry about that, guys. So, the age of the humanitarian and spirituality. Okay, I said that. Okay. Y'all hear the rain? It's pouring. So there's gonna be a lot of gossiping next year too. Okay. And there's gonna be a lot of doing. But this doing, a lot of repetitive talking too. Pretty much the same old, same old. I feel like I gotta pause because the rain is getting really loud. I gotta do a part 2 for this.